How do you clean a briar pipe? Let's flip the camera out, take a look right now. And bonus is I'm going to include this as a 9mm filtered pipe because all we're doing when cleaning a filtered pipe is adding an extra step. This is a 3-in-1 pipe cleaning tool, and it's fantastic because it's got all the tools that you really need to clean a pipe. What you need is a pick at least, but a scoop is also nice to have as well. What we're going to do is we've smoked the pipe tobacco all the way down. You can see that white ash down at the bottom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen it up just by using that pick and just reaching down to the bottom and stirring this up. What you can do if you haven't created a good char, this is a newer pipe, so it doesn't have a good char yet around the outside. When I say char, I'm talking about carbon cake. It doesn't have a good carbon cake around the exterior yet. Let me move this. What you can do is you can kind of wipe that ash around the inside of the pipe as you do this, and that will help you to create that carbon cake. And then just pour the ash out, tapping it with your finger as you do, okay? So we get this cleaned out of there, wiping it out, and I'm just going to lightly scrape the insides with that pick. That's all you're doing. Now, you do not want to tap your pipe on a hardened ashtray. This is a silicone ashtray, so I can do that to knock any remaining stuff out of there. A lot of folks, what they'll do is they'll get a cork, and you can buy those online to put inside their ashtray so they can tap their pipe on that cork to keep from damaging the pipe. Once you're done, now that the pipe is cool, you can go ahead and remove the stem so you can clean the inside of the pipe out. I'm going to turn this clockwise, and as I do, pull backwards. You always want to maintain the same direction, and you don't want to do this when the pipe is warm. Why do you not want to do this when the pipe is warm? Because you'll start to loosen this briar when it gets warm, and the pipe stem won't fit in there as snugly, and it'll start to loosen up over time. Now, this is a filtered pipe. This 9mm filter, so I pull out that 9mm filter, and I'm going to discard this. Some folks like to smoke a filter more than once. If that's you, that's fine. I don't. I find I have a better experience smoking with a new filter every single time that I smoke. Now that I've got these separated, I can go ahead and get a pipe cleaner. So when we go to clean the pipe, let's start with the stem first. And we're going to wipe it out from one side, and I'm going to work it back and forth here to either side of the mouthpiece, getting the inside as best I can, and then pull it out from the far side. As I do that, I'm going to swish it around on the inside because this is walled out in the middle. There's a chamber right here large enough for the 9mm filter. For a regular pipe that doesn't have a 9mm filter or doesn't have a filter at all, you don't have to do this, but you kind of wipe the inside as you pull this out. Now I'm going to turn this back around, fold it over like so, and push it back up in here, into that space, that chamber where the 9mm filter is, and I'm going to clean it. If you don't have a filtered pipe, you don't have to do this step. By doing that, you can get that corner in there, and you can see I got some material out there as well. Ew! You get that corner in there, and you can just barely see that corner in there. There's a smaller hole going all the way out to the mouthpiece, and there's a smaller area where the filter sits when it gets pushed down inside of there, right? So that's what we're cleaning when we go back in there like so to clean that out. Once you get that done, this piece is clean. Set it aside. We can take the end of this stick and push it right down in there, and you want to be able to see the pipe clean on the inside and wipe out the inside, working it back and forth and turning the pipe as you go. Get that cleaned out, knock it out, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold an edge over for a 9mm pipe. There's a larger chamber on the 9mm pipe because it has to be able to accommodate the larger stem. You don't have to do this on a regular pipe that's not filtered, but on a 9mm pipe you want to, and you come out with extra gunk if you do that and you've got that cleaned properly. Blow through it once real quick and you've got that taken care of. There is still a little bit of char here. We could clean out further, but we don't want to do that because we want to build up carbon cake on the inside of our bowl. And that is all we do to clean this pipe. To put this stem back in place, we're going to start to push it in place, and we're going to turn it clockwise in the same direction. And there we go. Some folks, when they want to leave their pipe resting for a bit, will take a new pipe cleaner, and they will push it in. Some folks will take a new pipe cleaner, push it all the way in until it comes out. A good pipe is one you can do this with, where you can push the pipe cleaner into the stem and see it come out on the inside of the pipe, right, like so. Fold it over, and you can set this pipe to resting, and then any moisture in there will get drawn into the cloth of the pipe filter and keep it clean and keep it from creating a stink inside your pipe. So that's a good way to let the pipe rest if you're going to leave it rest for a time. And that's all I got for you in today's video. Thank you so much for sticking around at the end of the video and watching the whole thing. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content. Head over to Instagram, Facebook, give me a like and a follow over there. And outside of that, I'll see you next time. Bye.